Hope is expectation. Hope is a desire. Hope is to plan. Hope is to make things happen. And every art process goes through that, threshold of hope. And when I saw that reference, looking at what we've gone through the past 5 to 3 years, it does make sense for one to be hopeful, not to give up. And an artist, most time in his studio, is by himself, and he creates something. He has to take a leap of hope that whatever comes to the gallery or comes out will be accepted. A lot of the issues that is raised by the works is also hinges on hope. What I do is to see how you take some of those serious issues and put them into a very friendly platform, water it down, so that people can start seeing it. But once they get sucked into the work, I expect them to start dealing with the work, but not those issues that the work evokes. So that's, to me, what hope is about. Everybody wants to change things. It's all hinges on hope, and art does that a great deal. For every piece here, you have to use light, fire, and metal. Lagos is a place where construction is going on constantly, and builders always ask you for more than materials they need. And owners will not allow the builders to take those stuff. So they remain in their store, they have more of those objects. So once they come to my show or visit and they see nails, I get a call next time and say, you know what, I have a box of nails. Before I throw them away, I want to be sure if you don't need it. And I run there. A lot of people do not know the kind of issues, the trouble you go through in creating those pieces. But it's just spot on to talk about art itself, because art is life, and life is art. And you see, you draw inspiration from that, and everybody who wants to move from one stage to the other, they're hopeful. And art helps you to take that journey easily. Any object that touches anybody, is kind of like injected with certain latent energy. And for me, I want to see how I can tap on that energy and direct. So it's a collaboration with the material itself. Sometimes the material suggests something and you just follow it through. Some of the issues that the works in display evokes have been with us since I was a kid. I'm more or less a messenger to these objects. They tell you something and you move. So see me as someone who is a student, and I take direction from the materials. Yes, I weld them, I put them together. That's the only freedom they give to me. But I cannot change the nature of the material or the object because of the constraint that I impose on myself, that I want people to make that connection. The only place where you know the wealth of a nation is to go to the scrapyard. When you go there, you find a lot of things, and especially outside this country. You can start another economy. When people look at Africa, they see it as for the strife, riots, famine, internal conflict. The burnt homes, the only thing that survived after the infernos, nails. And nails is one of the enduring, technology. It has not changed since I was a kid. They just keep inventing more nails for the purpose. This typifies the Lagos life. It is organized chaos. The calabash is a collection of energies. They use it for drinking, they use it to store things. This was done in the US. I was trying to interpret Death and the King's Horseman, using objects as characters, and using Shoyinka's description of the characters. And I see how I ascribe or assign objects to it. we're growing up, we see cattle rearers, and one of the things that accompany any of those heads are those birds, the cattle egrets. And I remember as a kid that we always sing a song, "Licky, licky, give me white finger." You see the headsmen, you run after them because of the birds, and you sing the song, and all they have is just a stick. Images going around the world, even Nigeria, to see our headsmen with AK-47 is frightening. And then for them to go into farms and destroy is unfathomable. So what the piece is doing is not finding solutions. I'm just fantasizing, going back to my days that I used to know them. What you see as an artist, even in distress, becomes a beauty for you to explore.